laughs, bits, tangents. Matt and Mike, virginal fans, began watching One Piece and everything the show had to offer, and their nonsense ideas drove them to create their podcast.
Buggy the Clown is back. Fuck.
This is a One Piece podcast.
These words lured listeners to their grand show in what's now known as the Fun Piece Podcast.
Yayo, 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 ho ho, set sail for Fun Piece. It's the name of the podcast with Matt and Mike. Yayo, yayo, set sail for Fun Piece.
Yeah, hello everybody. Welcome to the Fun Piece Podcast. My name is Matt.
That broke my levels on my name's Mike.
Yeah, it did. And also is here.
You're creaking.
Oh, I just heard slurping. Slurping.
Oh,
gross.
And creaking.
Hello.
Went down the wrong pipe. Fuck.
Resident geriatric
And
the historian.
Hello, everyone. This is the Fun Piece Podcast. This is a One Piece anime podcast. Mike and I are watching One Piece for the very first time.
That's it. That's the whole show.
That's the whole show. Thanks, everybody. Follow us on the Discord. Links in the bio. I feel. Do you think someone's ever taken the overtaken buzz and morphed them?
Turned it into a game show theme?
Well, yeah, specifically The Price is Right. Bum, bum. Plinko sound. Was that Plinko?
What? I don't know.
I don't think I've ever watched The Price is Right, unfortunately.
Do you guys want to recreate The Price is Right, where I'll be like, "Oh, what did the audience say that the stretchiest thing on Luffy is?" And then you guys.
That's Family Feud.
That's the incorrect.
What?
That's the incorrect
Game show format. That's
show,
Family
Mike.
Feud.
No. I said Family Feud. You guys are wrong.
What do you
Can you guys cover your ears? Can you guys cover
Yeah,
your
I'm
ears?
covering
real
my
quick?
ears. Sorry.
Like 2 seconds. Gaslit. All right. So
I heard it
Family
all.
Feud, and it's
I
like
fucking heard it all. Can you tell we watched filler this week?
Yeah. Hey guys, did you know that Luffy got the straw hat from Shanks?
What?
Can you believe they fucking recapped episodes that happened 5 episodes before these episodes? Like whoever was in charge of that was like, who fucking cares? I don't want to work this week. I'm done. I'm just like put it whatever. Fuck it.
Well, when they were coming out, it was probably like, 4 weeks ago we recapped Luffy getting his straw hat. So this week we need to recap what happened the one episode prior to that.
When were these airing? Was this like mid 2000, like early aughts?
We're in season.
Enies Lobby.
It's like season
We're in
5.
Enies Lobby. So this was airing in Japan in 2006 and in the
Whoa.
United States in 2014.
That's a
Hot
long time difference.
Diggity dog.
Took them
Yeah.
8
That's
years to
crazy.
translate.
8 years to get dubbed. Yeah. Obviously, it's been keeping up a lot faster.
Mm-hmm.
Recently, they had a lot of catching up to do.
Like to the manga?
Well, no, from it being aired in Japan to it getting, dub rights within the U.S.
I
through
gotcha.
Funimation.
Do the subs and the dubs air simultaneously in... No, you're making a face.
No,
How does anime work?
it depends on the anime. Depends on the anime.
It depends on how important it is, or like popular or whatever.
One Piece seems to be very important.
You know what, Matt?
Yeah?
Anime is like a fine wine. You gotta wait for the good version, which is the dub, which is spoken in the Queen's tongue. English.
When
Hello,
have we
everyone.
ever respected the Queen on this podcast?
Yeah, fuck the Queen. She's dead.
Didn't say which queen. Didn't say which queen.
We're talking about Bon Clay, baby. Let's go.
Queen Diane.
Anyway, hello, everyone. If you're joining us for the first time, Mike and I are watching One Piece for the first time because we're One Piece anime virgins. And also,
Origins.
there might be a bunch of you who are new because we gave you a lot of business cards when we were drunk.
If you
I wasn't drunk.
If you received,
I just ate a lot of nuts.
we
The
did all
king's
eat
nuts.
the king's nuts. If you received a business card from us or someone in our inebriated group at a Ren Fair, and you've made it this far, this is what, episode 51 of the podcast?
Yes.
I'm so
Yeah.
sorry. What are you doing here?
Yeah. Also, like, hey, how's it going from forever ago?
I know, at that point, goddamn.
I mean, if I were given a business card, a square business card at a Renaissance fair, for a podcast about an anime I liked, I wouldn't start at the beginning. I'd start at the most recent episode and be like,
That's true. I want to hear about me.
maybe they're gonna.
We're talking about you, lady who's hawking flowers, who is giving me shit for hawking my wares at the rent, which is fair.
I don't know what you guys did successfully. So at the local Renaissance fair, there were 2 flower vendors that somehow our group started such a beef with these 2 employees because they would wander the fair and sell their wares and everything, and every single time either one of them came by, they had some fucking comment to make to you guys. I'm like, what happened? I left
It was
I left
definitely
for
Sebastian.
10 minutes to rest my fucking foot during the cleavage contest, and I come back and you guys cause inner office problems at the Ren Fair.
It was all Sebastian. It was all Sebastian.
in all his like confidence, being the only person at a Ren Fair to wear a suit.
That's fair. We put him in a blonde wig. We put him in a blonde wig, and it possessed him.
I told him to be Nami. I think he would have looked great in a short skirt, but he decided to be Sanji.
Yep.
There was like one flower person wanted him to buy a flower from them, but he didn't. So I bought a flower from a different person and then asked that person to tell the person he was supposed to buy a flower from to start like a vendetta, and it turned into a whole thing. Mm-hmm. But Sebastian did get a flower, and then we found a person with a Nami tattoo who then received that flower, specifically a rose, and she was happy about it. Love is real.
It's true.
This is our new when we get a Patreon, we're going to start our own reality TV show called Love is Luffy. And we dress up as Straw Hat Pirates, and we get people to fall in love in the most convoluted way possible, but they do have to be dressed as Sanji and Nami.
I think that's wonderful. I think that's good.
Yeah.
We are, if you're, welcome everyone. If you don't know what the fuck's going on, it's because you're not in our Discord, link in the bio.
Is that the 4th time Matt said welcome everyone?
Yeah,
34th?
I'm saying,
Welcome,
hey,
everyone.
welcome everyone. Welcome.
Fun Piece Podcast.
Fun- yeah. Anyway, yeah, we went to a Renaissance fair this past week as the Straw Hat crew. Oh, I wasn't the Straw Hat crew. I was dressed as Shanks.
You
were dressed as Shanks.
Yeah, we were crew and adjacent characters.
There was crew. There was Mike.
You could have been Robin. You had the Robin fit all picked out.
I did. Michael is dressed as Luffy.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Historian was
so much squatting.
Historian was dressed as Chopper.
Mm-hmm.
Injured Chopper.
Which I was going to say, yeah.
Lloyd Sheffield was dressed as... Yeah. Also, hey, everybody. Sorry we didn't have an episode last week. Everyone was injured and moving and dealing with life crises. It's fine. We're all doing our best here, okay?
Work exploded.
Boy, howdy.
People had to move. I walked into a door frame and broke my foot.
And
it was for the cookies.
I was playing a game and I got excited that there were cookies at the other end of the house, and I moved too quickly to retrieve said cookies, and I broke my foot.
broke the foot.
God.
But you're surviving. You're thriving.
We're thriving.
Yeah, baby.
If you, some of you know what the historian looks like because you met the historian at a Ren Fair.
Yeah.
For those of you who don't, just assume that the historian looks like any sickly new kitten on TikTok.
Whatever little kitten you're going to get too emotionally attached to, and then they're going to succumb to whatever rare disease they have, that's me.
Yeah, the most poop covered one.
Mm-hmm.
Wisp?
Yeah, you got wisp energy. Furious and covered in your own
I don't
shit.
think I'm on sickly cat TikTok, and I think
You
I'm
should
okay.
be.
You haven't met Wisp?
No, I haven't met
She
Wisp.
looks like a used tissue.
Me and the historian are not going to survive if Wisp doesn't
If
survive.
Wisp doesn't fucking make it, it's over.
It's just going to be Matt on this podcast.
Hey,
I'm going to go the awakening myself into the ocean.
Hey, let's not do that. Also, hey, we did. So, oh my goodness,
Look at
Wisp!
her.
What a little scrungle little face. Wow.
She's like a sentient used tissue.
Yeah.
Look
Goodness.
at, she had a bath.
Proud of her.
This is a One Piece.
This is a One Piece podcast. Hello, everyone. I said hello, everyone, again, and I'm gonna keep saying it. It's been like 2 weeks since we last recorded a podcast. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. Help! I don't know what to do with my hands.
We forgot.
I don't know. All I think about is the bingo board and how we just hit one of the marks.
What do I do with my hands?
Oh, you guys should go watch a different show.
I think playing it up for the bingo card is its own bingo mark. So it's like a 4-for-1.
So yeah, Crises last week. We're back. We're back to our old shit. It's a filler episode week.
Over 2 weeks to watch
the 5 filler episodes.
Episodes that I may have just been like doing chores while watching, and would like come back and just write down, "Oh yeah, that was sad."
It's wild to me because I was so excited about where we were at with Enies Lobby. So I watched these 5 episodes right after we recorded our last podcast. So like I haven't watched One Piece in like 3 weeks.
And he's really upset about it.
I'm really upset about it, Mike. I'm really upset.
Oh my god.
I've been complaining to everyone who will listen to me talk about One Piece
me
in person. Yeah, and Sebastian. And I'm just like, I want nothing more to be able to binge this fucking show, but we have a podcast, so I have to wait, and it's the worst.
Is that why you've watched the Netflix series like 5 times?
Yes, and we will talk about that also happened since we last released an episode. The Netflix series came out, and holy shit, I'm having a great time.
Listen.
Yes.
We'll give you a spoiler warning, but the most important thing that you all know is fucking Clawhador, that fucking little slimy piece of dog
Clawhador's
shit.
a fucking... Again, he continues to be the biggest piece of shit in the entire world.
Somehow worse.
Literally, they like emphasize that he's the man of 1,000 plans in the live action show.
Really lean
and it's
into
like,
it.
man, his plan really fucking sucks.
And then they play up even
1,000
more.
plans.
It's Listen,
his one plan is the worst
I mean, if you're this
plan.
far in the podcast, you know what happens. It's all the same shit.
Yeah.
But we won't. We'll do a spoiler warning.
We're gonna. I mean, I think we're gonna do like live action adjacent episodes at some point. Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna figure that out. We'll keep you guys posted. We have to organize a lot more. Right now, I'm living alone in an apartment in Boston. I can't afford, so I've got, I got shit to figure out.
It's fine.
all good.
Yeah, and I'm old, I'm hurt, I'm tired, and I work with fucking children, so it's great. To quote,
I think like one person is gonna get that reference.
They are, and really, I shouldn't be quoting a piece of shit, so I'm gonna ignore what I said. Anyway,
wait, who'd you just quote?
CM Punk.
Chad Michael Punk.
Did you guys see that horror movie he's in that's not very good?
No, I didn't, and I'm glad I still haven't
seen. Did you guys see that UFC career he was in that wasn't very good? I don't know if it was
you
or
see
not.
That
I just assumed
wrestling
that
promotion that he is a piece of shit. Anyway, it's fine. This is a One Piece podcast. So the quote I said does pertain to my real life. Anyway, hello everyone.
Episode
279. Honk, 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 honk. It's been fucking 143 episodes since we last saw Buggy the fucking Clown. Buggy D Clown has not been our presence for 143 episodes. You know what 143 is? I love you. You know who doesn't love me? Oda, because I haven't seen Buggy the Clown in 143 episodes. Did you get that reference? The 143?
Those are numbers?
Yeah. People say that.
I don't. What? Is it a reference if it's like a saying?
What? Yeah, sure. Maybe.
Is it from something?
Perhaps. What did historian just send us?
Did we get Buggy for Christmas?
I have to.
Or did we get Buggy by Christmas?
I will find the return of Buggy, and I will determine what holiday will be occurring when he returns. What I sent you, I was just scrolling down and I thought this was funny because we're on 279. All of the like Wikipedia of like, season 9 of One Piece has like a fucking chunk of text describing like in pretty significant detail like what happens during the episode, finally what kept her away, Luffy's order, burns the government flag, and then 279, Luffy's backstory is shown next episode.
I get why Luffy got his own episode. Episode title, by the way, is When Kokoro Tells You to Jump, You Jump. I get why Luffy got his own episode. He's like the main character, but also like out of everybody's backstories, it's like your buddy got his arm bit off and you ate a nasty fruit.
Yeah.
It's like the simplest one.
It is. It is very simple.
Zoro's is simple, tragic, but simple. Sometimes your friend falls down the stairs, hits both of her eyes, and gets a concussion and thinks her name is Tashigi.
Agreed.
It happens.
Shit happens.
I damn it, I can't. I won't talk about the Netflix thing yet. But the
Helmeppo's ass.
Helmeppo's ass.
Oh, God. Okay, hold on.
I mean, should we these 5 episodes we watched, 279 to 283, they all had the same action at the beginning and the end, which was Luffy and the rest of the Straw Hats, except for Robin, standing on top of the Enies lobby like drawbridge thing. They reflect on it. They tell Robin. She says she wants to live again. Kokoro's driving the fucking train, and she's like, jump for the waterfall, Luffy. And then Luffy grabs everybody, jumps off the drawbridge, and then they're flying through the air down towards the drawbridge / the waterfall. And you can guess through context clues.
The drawbridge is broken.
Yeah.
It was like busted by the Marines to stop them from crossing.
And basically you can guess through context clues that Kokoro is shooting the sea train towards the ramp that is the broken drawbridge, and then Luffy and them are going to get caught midair while Kokoro comes launching off the ramp. That is the context clues you get at the beginning and end of every single one of these 5 episodes. Nothing changes.
There's a little bit of like, there's some different stuff that's like, if it's the Zoro episode, then Zoro's like, man, I can't believe that this is where I am now.
Yeah.
Before I met Luffy, didn't think this is going to happen. I remember that time that girl I knew fell down some stairs.
Yeah.
I've crunched the
Down
numbers.
Yes.
You get to see Buggy pretty soon, but in the context of filler.
That's fine. I don't care if it's in filler. I just want to see him.
In the rate that I have you guys going for like weeks and episodes of recording, it will be 32 weeks until you see Buggy do Buggy things again.
32 weeks?
Whoa. How many weeks are in a year?
52. 32 weeks?
I'm so sorry.
Oh my, that's what, like April?
Hey, historian.
What the fuck?
Buggy returns for Easter along with Jesus.
He is risen.
What is your question, Mike?
No, it's just that maybe the historian is spoiled for me that it's going to be a very foxy Christmas, baby.
Hold on. Where are we right now?
I need to know when I can watch the Foxy movie. I want to watch it so bad. I don't even care about the Netflix series. I just want to watch the Foxy movie.
Yeah. Is a good recap.
What is...
Foxy takes Manhattan. Fucking Luffy eats a fruit. Shanks loses an arm. He does a stare.
I mean, I have notes.
Mike.
Michael.
Why?
If we like speed run a week, if I fudge some numbers,
Yeah.
You
If
could
you
get
fuck some numbers?
No, if I fudge, I'll fuck numbers. If I fudge numbers, Foxy might come back in the episode's way. And if I do this correctly, you can get Foxy for Valentine's.
Oh, we got
That's
to.
close to my birthday.
We got to. That's so close to Mike's birthday. We got to do that.
So he's not coming for Christmas?
You guys can probably do I think you can actually you should be able to do the movie for Christmas. I know someone
yeah.
sent the correct information in the Discord that I looked at, and I was like, that's right, and then I didn't retain it.
Well, Garnett did, I believe.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
The more Foxy, the better.
More Foxy,
honestly,
getting going. So
this is an all points bulletin. If you find all 4 pieces of Foxy merch on the internet, send them to our email at funpiecepodcast@gmail.com so I can purchase them, because I need to start a shrine.
Or if you can post them in the merch corner in the Discord, link in the bio.
Well, yeah, whichever. I know there's like 2 solid statues out there, so I just got to find where to buy them.
Yeah. Can I say, okay, so the first episode that we watched.
What are you gonna talk about?
Get ready, Michael. I tried to write little queries and quirks because I knew it was just recapping a recap. It's fine. So anyway, the Kokoro shit happens with them jumping off the thing. It's fine. We already talked about that. We don't need to talk about it again. We start to recap the episode of the first show. And I never realized, this is me putting 2 and 2 together, the way that Shanks and his crew act to Nameless Mountain Bandit, not Dick the Bandit, is the same way that Luffy and Zoro act towards Bellamy and Jaya, where they're like, not worth the fucking time to fight this dude. He's small potatoes compared to our large, huge, powerful, possibly devil fruit powered potatoes.
Mm-hmm.
And like, I appreciated that. I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
you can continue to see the impact that Shanks had on Luffy and like the life lessons that Luffy took from Shanks, even though he was but a child.
Yeah, I think that is like a really good. I guess it's a good reminder of like if it's not a fight worth having.
Yeah.
Like Luffy doesn't fight people because they insult him usually.
Yeah. It's because they insult
It's if
his
they
friends.
like hurt somebody or
Yeah.
because they have food.
Yeah. Also, Shanks' crew is still fucking badass. So it was kind of nice seeing these couple of recaps because it also informed, like, as the live action was coming out this past week, I was like, oh yeah, all this shit's about to happen in live action for me, baby. Let's go. So that was cool.
Hey, Matt, how many times have you watched the live action through?
When I've been paying attention, I've watched it probably 2.5, maybe 3 times through. But it's probably been on in the background like 5 or 6 times. It's fine. I'm doing the work for all of us to get season 2 to happen because we need to have motherfucking live action Chopper. We need to have live action Dr. Kureha. We need to have fucking live action Supersonic Duck Squad. We need to have live action Pervert Crab. We all want it. We all want to see it. And I am doing freaking Eneru's work to...
Who's going to play Dalton?
Who's going to play Dalton?
That's the question on everybody's mind is who's playing Dalton?
It's
Patrick Warburton?
No, it's going to be the guy who plays Bobby Pin in the Stars show Heels. That guy's going to be Dalton.
Pin.
Everyone's now looking that up. And they're going to see him and they're going to
I don't have to look it up. I don't think that's...
He's got the dumb face.
I love both those characters, but they're not the same.
He's got a dumb face. He's an actor. He can act. It's not...
I know what actors are and what actors do.
I'm trying not to cast well-known people because obviously I don't want this to turn into a live-action episode because we were going to do live-action separate. But I don't think they're going to cast name people except for Jamie Lee Curtis as Dr. Kureha. That's the only one.
That needs to be the one pull we get.
Sure. the dude who played Genzo, fuck yeah, that guy was great.
I haven't gotten that far. I'm only at the first episode of the Baratie because I'm watching it along with somebody.
Oh, lucky you, Michael.
Savoring it.
I watched it along with the historian, and we watched 5 episodes in a row the first night, and then finished it the next day.
I'll probably be done with it before we record next time.
Anyway, the most important part
Yeah.
of this episode, Michael, is motherfucking Straw Hat.
Luffy got his gum power. No, actually, I do.
It's
what is
Straw
wrong with my
Hat
headphones?
Theater.
No, hold on. I do actually have a question. I did write something down. How the fuck did Shanks know it was the gum fruit before Luffy ate it?
I don't know. I'm assuming it's part of his, like, smoldering staring contest powers that he has.
Like, that's weird because
probably
even
smelt
the
it.
world government gets devil fruit and they're like, we don't know what these are. We don't know what they do
I mean,
before eating them.
That
I
was a really good thing. I was wondering if either of you would pick up on. In the original version of this, you don't. This kind of lets you know Shanks knew what it was when Luffy ate it. But you also have to keep in mind, I don't. At this point, do you guys know how Shanks came into custody of the devil fruit?
no, we have no
No.
idea. Don't
Okay.
you fucking spoil it.
I'm not going to spoil it, but that was good.
We-
Good attention to detail by Mike.
We have seen Shanks do 2 things.
Mm-hmm.
Lose an arm and drink on a beach.
Yeah.
And I guess he looked at a sea monster, which I believe is some kind of like one of the powers. The way there's 6 powers.
That's the
Because
7th power.
It's like, yeah, it's the Shanks stare.
It's the Shanks bussy.
What?
So, I thought that was interesting that he knew, because I was like, wait, like nobody knows what the fuck the fruit does before they get it, but Shanks knew what the gum fruit was.
Unless.
Is there somebody who had the gum fruit power who died?
That's what
Maybe
I'm saying.
Goldie Roger?
Maybe someone had the gum fruit power prior and then
So
died.
they knew what it looked like.
I don't think Goldie Roger had the gum fruit power. That would be.
I mean, he can still get stabbed.
That'd be stupid, though.
I don't know.
I think that would be stupid.
But he died before Luffy was born.
He did. He died 22 years
Except
ago, and then Luffy
Nobody
was.
dies in One Piece.
Except for Goldie Roger and Bellamere.
She's fine. We saw it from the side. We didn't see the bullet fully penetrate the skull.
In the live action, you don't see the bullet penetrate. I think you get. Do you get blood spray though? In the live action, I can't remember.
I mean, they make it pretty clear in the live action. I think Mike is just saying until he has JFK level evidence, he's not going to believe it.
Yeah.
I need to see fucking open skull.
Yeah.
He needs brain.
I need
You
to.
need to
I
get-
need to see the body in person.
You need to get.
Before I believe.
You need to get globs of blood in your mouth. Is what you need.
Everyone's gonna be like, oh, like Bellamy's gonna show up. Or, yeah, Bellamy and Bellamere. Bellamy's gonna take off his mask. It's gonna be Bellamere. And everyone's gonna freak out.
And go, oh my goodness! You ate the sproink fruit.
It's better than the spank fruit.
I got
Straw
I
Hat
got
Theater.
blood globs in my mouth this weekend.
Yeah, Matt. Did you swallow them or spit
I
them?
swallowed.
No, good for you.
Well, it was during the Renaissance Fair. We were watching a fake fight, and then someone got killed, and then someone squashed their blood pack, and it went shooting into the air, and
like really far
really,
over me.
really far, and
Yeah,
it went
me
in
and
my
Mike were in
mouth.
front of you, and I got like a little blood on my shoulder,
Yeah.
I think, but that was
I
it.
did not get hit that
I
bad.
got so much blood in my
It
mouth.
washes out really easily. So.
It does. It's true, and I licked it. Anyway,
Straw Hat Theater.
Straw
Chopper
Hat Theater,
Man.
Chopper Man, Chopper
So
Man.
there's I did not get all the names with all of these little skits, but I got Chopper Man. There's Evil Usodapa.
Either that or it's Usobata.
Usobata. I assume these are like references.
Yeah.
'Cause there was like some Kamen Rider stuff happening with this, and like
Absolutely.
shit. There's literally like Ultraman was playing on the background.
Yeah. Each of these filler episodes did have at the end. They had like little. It's called Straw Hat Theater. So it's like these little shorts where like the characters were animated in little cutesy giant head style, and it was different genres for everyone. And this one was Chopper Man, Champion of Justice.
Yep. And we got evil Usodapa or Usobata, who had kidnapped Chopper Man's assistant Namifia.
Namifia, yes.
And it talked about Chopper Man. It was like in like a little lab, and Chopper Man's powers are the cute spark, where he can get people to do what he wants by being cute. Or
Chopper
if
violence.
that doesn't work, he just uses violence.
Chopper violence.
And all the Straw Hats were there. Luffy was a giant mech.
He was the giant Luffy bomber.
Yep.
And then rice ball monster. There was a giant rice ball monster, which was Zoro.
Zoro Killer.
Yep.
Robolifia.
Yep.
And Sanjaropus.
Yes.
Who is a nasty little dinosaur with dirty thoughts.
Yes.
In the Japanese version, I'm looking at all of the names being like, this is what it was, literal translation, English, kind of version of it. And yeah, for Sanji's, it literally translates to Ero Kaiju, meaning perverted monster.
They really gave the Straw Hats like. Specifically, Zoro and Sanji just got stomped on during these. But yeah, Chopper Man takes over the Luffy bomber and just punches the castle. Everybody blasts off. And then Namifia reveals afterward, when Chopper goes to try to save the city, that she sold the Luffy bomber. Wop wop.
It got to the end of this, and pretty much all of them, and every time I was just like, what the fuck just happened? This was...
Were these like in the back of some manga? They have like little joke, fun, short comics of like, just like we're just gonna take the characters and do something goofy with them. Was this like derived from that? Like, were these based on little like strips that Oda did?
I wish I could say that I knew the specific origin.
I took it more as like the fucking voice actors were probably in the booth and they're like, hey, we need to do like fill some time here. Can y'all just like improv some shit? And then they were like, cool, we're all going to be Long Island mothers today. And they're like,
yeah, kudos. The dub is fucking... I want to know like what accents the original cast put on, because the fucking dub cast went balls to the wall. Good. My favorite was the mom one.
The mom was so good. The mom one or like the mafia one?
Not even
really
they were just specifically middle-aged women universe.
Yeah. So good.
I don't, because there's certain... This is the first time you guys have encountered, like, recap filler, I guess we'll call it. Because most of the other filler you've seen, like, the G8 arc didn't super serve a purpose, but like it extended Sanji's character a little bit. A lot of filler is used in a way that might, expand like on a specific character's growth, or like just be like a fun, display of how the Straw Hats interact on a day-to-day basis. But this truly was just like, what do we want to do?
Yeah, just having a fucking time. Episode. I didn't have a background MVP for 279 was memories.
280? Isn't it 280?
Yeah, no, background MVP for the last episode was Sweet Memories. Episode 280. This one is titled Men Origins, because it was like the title was kind of like that. From the actual episode, it was like the origins of manly power. Background MVP is fuck Lahador.
Yeah, it is. Fuck that guy. That guy sucks.
This one had Zoro talking about, he's like, I can't believe all the things that have happened since I joined Luffy. And he like is like grinning menacingly, getting ready to draw his swords, and Nami just looks over and goes, Looking scary there, Zoro.
Zoro. Yeah. He's like,
Uh,
come on, hurry up. And then he's got like a really scary face. It's like,
yeah.
okay.
Zoro's ready for murder.
Mhm.
All the same stuff happens. They jump, all the shit. We see Zoro's whole history and Usopp's whole thing. Fuck Clawdor. Did you notice anything?
Tashigi's
during all this?
a Kawina clone, obviously.
No, she is Tashigi. They're the same.
I don't think they're the same. I think she's a clone.
Mm. The clone fruit?
No, that's Bon Clay. Different.
Oh.
I don't know. Maybe she gets like...
Kawina was Bon Clay the whole time?
Oh, shit.
We've never seen Tashigi and Bon Clay in the same room.
I think we have, actually. I'm pretty sure we have seen Tashigi and Bon
I don't
Clay.
think we've ever seen that before.
At some point, someone said, I'm surrounded by traitors, which made me laugh, just the way they said traitors.
What? Was that during Usopp's
No,
back?
that was during Zoro's part.
Oh.
I'm surrounded by traitors, which made me laugh. I wrote, Kobe's a true Marine.
He is. Little Kobe. Do you guys, at the Ren Fair, while watching a pirate show talent show,
Yes.
we were just sitting there, and as it ended, a little boy with a bowl cut and middle part and pink hair sat
Yeah.
down in front of us. We saw a wild Kobe.
We did.
They're out
And
there.
everyone was just like, Kobe. It's a Kobe. Oh my God, there's a Kobe.
Yep.
And I punched him. And told him that I hate people like you.
He said, we're friends now. We shared a meal.
And then a blonde man with a bowl cut tried to shoot him.
Hey guys, I know we don't make money off of this, but can I have $40 of the podcast budget?
Yeah.
What are you trying to get?
Sebastian,
Zoro Titty
wire us
Mousepad.
some money.
Zoro Titty Mouse.
Why is there so much blood?
Why is one bloody and one sewn up?
Because you can
Is
have
that a
a blood or
post-Hawkeye?
no blood option.
Which one?
Is that specifically just like Zoro laid out after the Mihawk fight?
It's not specifically after that. He does the blood is in that area, but he has the scar and some other time skip features.
Wait.
In this.
Wait. Historian.
Yeah.
Are you getting blood or no blood? And why?
I'm gonna go with blood.
Okay, why? Why blood and not clean?
Because in the design, oh my God, Pippa's stabbing all of her claws into me.
Avoiding the question, why?
I'm answering the question. I have a legitimate fucking reason. Because in the design, he is licking his mouth lip upper area in such a way that he is licking the blood. So it makes more sense in the blood design.
Do you think Zoro's into that? Do you think he likes the taste of blood?
I don't think he noticed it. I think he probably holds a sword in his mouth, so his mouth always tastes like pennies.
Huh.
Interesting. How much is that?
$40 US.
All right. Hey everybody. We're gonna set up a GoFundMe for
My
Historian.
current titty mouse pad is really worn out, guys.
It's a Rengoku one.
It is.
You're
I'm
also wearing a
him on my
Rengoku shirt right now. Which is also hilarious. You don't have to watch, as King said a couple weeks ago, you don't have to watch past Mugen Train and Demon Slayer.
Yeah,
It
just watch
I don't think
Mugen
I've
Train.
watched any
just
Demon
gets
Slayer
worse from
based on-
there.
You guys countersold me on Demon Slayer.
Just watch Mugen Train, Michael. It's good. Everything else,
Just show me a
fine.
clip of Goku doing something cool.
Rengoku?
Yeah.
I did.
Whatever.
I definitely sent you the part where he
You did.
Yes.
I watched it. Send it again. I forgot.
Set your heart
I just
ablaze.
remember there was fire.
It's a One Piece podcast.
It's a One Piece podcast. Don't watch Demon Slayer.
Fucking
Go watch Yu Yu Hakusho.
No.
Bum, 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 bum.
anyway. Zoro joins the crew. Usopp get on the boat. He joins.
Goabara.
Usopp joins the crew. That's about
Why is
it.
this in Discord?
What are we talking about?
I'm talking about
Honest.
Usopp joins the crew after Zoro joins the crew.
Some shit happening in the Discord. Whatever. There's another Straw Hat Theater. There's a strange middle-aged man. Do we care about... It's Usopp and Zoro's origin story. Zoro's origin is the only one that was just, like, an episode, aside from Luffy's.
Yeah. Hey.
What?
In the Usopp recap, it is confirmed that Kaya gave the ship to the Straw Hats.
Because she turned
Mary,
18 and she took over.
Not Mary.
That was never
Kaya confirmed gives the ship to the Straw Hats.
That was never my fucking argument. Yes, Kaya owns the
Kaya
ship.
Owns the
because
whole
she's
ship.
the rich person who owns the island.
Uh-huh.
Mary is her employee.
Uh-huh.
Mary designed and built the ship.
He didn't build it.
In his own image.
He didn't build it.
As the historian looked it up.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
As far as we can confirm.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Why else would
not
it
in the
look
live
like
action? Nuh-uh. Not in the live action.
This
live
podcast
action
isn't about the live action, Matt.
It could be. Mary's a piece of shit. I'm glad he dies.
Fuck you, Matt. God damn it.
Spoilers.
He does. He's fine.
Mary's the worst. I hate Mary so much.
You don't. Mary is not the worst. He's a good boy.
He's fine.
He's amazing. He's a caring person who has probably the only reason Klahadore and his stupid, shitty plans didn't kill Kaya sooner.
Why is he hanging around a young, sick lady?
Because it's his fucking job and he knew her parents and he cares. You can hang around kids without being a pedophile, Matt.
That's what Klahadore said, too. That's what Klahadore said, too, Michael.
But we know that Mary's not a fucking creep.
Do we? Do we? He dies.
Yeah.
We'll never know.
Mary, listen.
He's dead.
Mary, without a doubt, fucks the second most out of anybody in One Piece. First, of course, is Silver Fox Foxy. Definitely fucks the second most out of anybody in One Piece, but they're all adults and all within a very appropriate age of himself. All right?
How old is Mary, historian?
You're just mad because none of your favorite characters fuck. That's what you're upset about.
Hey, Hawkeye Mihawk fucks
I'm sorry.
so hard.
I'm sorry.
Hawkeye Mihawk fucks so hard, and you know he does. He and Shanks...
That man is a bundle of sexual frustration. What are you
he
talking
and Shanks
about?
fuck so hard all the time. Hawkeye Mihawk and Shanks just like going for it. Whole crew, whole red-haired pirate crew, they're all fucking Mihawk.
You could convince me that Shanks fucks.
He fucks Mihawk.
You can't convince me that Mihawk fucks. That dude is compensating for way too
No,
much.
both of them fuck. They fuck each other.
Nobody who looks like that fucks that often.
They fuck each other. It's a good time for everyone involved. Mihawk's just like...
Hey guys, write in. Who fucks
more?
Who
fucks more?
Mary
or
Mihawk?
Mihawk? Let us know in the Discord.
You know in a fucking second, Mr. Warlord or the shit over there would get tossed to the fucking dirt by Mary after he grabs him by the neck, gets him into a sleeper hold because he uses practical fighting techniques. I'm sorry that Mary's so incredibly strong and he built the ship himself.
What are you talking about?
Because
he got fucked up by Klahadore.
To put him into a state to help the Straw Hats bond.
He got stabbed by Klahadore.
Yeah. And then he's just back up fucking walking around.
No, he's not. He's dead.
You know who else does that? Luffy.
He's dead.
He's not dead. No, he's not. He's alive.
He's murdered in a well. Never to be spoken of again.
We're not talking about the fucking Netflix show. Also, didn't see that body decompose. He's fine.
What historian just gasped.
Spoilers, I guess, for the fucking Netflix show.
Spoilers.
Mary's Jolly Roger.
Gross.
Yeah, Mary is probably a fucking pirate. Mary is like a
What are those two little
cool badass.
Two little poops next to his head? Put that in the poop deck general so everyone can see. They need to know.
That shit.
They need to know.
Oh my god.
Two little
great.
poops next to his head.
It's-
Big
You're a piece
fist
of shit,
jump. big fist jump, baby.
Absolute monsters. Also, Mary does not have a canon age. He's just a guy.
Gross. You're saying he's ageless?
Why is that? Fuck.
Because he could be 15. He could also be 55.
How's that gross?
I don't like it.
He doesn't do anything weird.
Yes, he does.
He just shoots Usopp that one time.
He's got a dumb head and stupid horns for no reason, and no one explains it.
You're shitting on his horns when Hawkeye Mihawk intentionally cuts his facial hair like that?
Hey. It's aerodynamic. And it helps him swing his sword faster.
Oh, we got him. We got him. On location with Tsubaki, back talking about the episode, because I won that fight.
I don't remember what happened for this Straw Hat Theater. What happened in this one?
There's a strange middle-aged man is interviewing the Straw Hats. He talks to him one by one. He asks Luffy about how he got started, and Luffy's like, I ate all the meat immediately, then I lived off some mushrooms. And he's like, I think those were just growing on the boat. And he's like, whatever. He's like, but then some big fish tried to eat me, and it was great, because I just killed them and ate them.
Yep.
And dude's like, oh, so you were just lucky. And then Zoro's like, oh, if it weren't for me, this idiot would have died a long time ago.
Mm-hmm.
And the guy's like, you don't seem that much smarter. And then Zoro pretty much just says the same thing about the fish, because Zoro's just a very confident idiot.
Yeah.
And Luffy is just earnestly an idiot. Like, Luffy knows he's an idiot, and Zoro doesn't, which is very charming.
Yeah. I wrote that Sanji says, I only want to look for Nami, the others can suck it.
Oh, he only wants to cook for Nami.
Oh, sorry,
The others
cook.
can
I wrote cook. Sorry. I read my notes wrong. It was 3 weeks ago.
We get it confirmed that so Nami just comes on and manages the food, and then she cooked for all of them for a while until Sanji came on board, and she charged them
Yes.
for every meal.
Yes, which is great.
And
Love that.
Usopp is there, and I forget what Usopp says.
I didn't write anything down. I don't think it was of note.
Yeah, it was pretty quick. And Chopper's not there. Bullshit. End of the episode.
I wrote that this was fun. I am enjoying I was enjoying the Straw Hat Theater stuff. I said it's like Teen Titans Go version of One Piece, which I never watched Teen Titans Go, but it's what I imagine Teen Titans Go looks like.
That's the newer Teen Titans.
Yeah, where
show.
everyone's got big heads for no reason.
Mm-hmm.
Back when I was working with kids, I sat through an entire episode of one of those that was and it just explained real estate.
Hell yeah. I mean, I have a friend from high school who's
Fucking
like a storyboard artist was a storyboard artist for Teen Titans Go. So I'd always see the behind the scenes little illustrations and work she was doing when she would be like, oh, this episode's come out now, so now I can share this work I was doing behind the scenes, which was always really cool. But I did not watch it. I did enjoy the fact that it was very self-aware from what I saw.
That was the most self-aware show I think I've ever watched.
Yeah, because everyone's like...
Are they all just about taxes and real estate and
it's like
practical information?
Well, because they didn't have to worry about syndication and having follow-through plot line for Teen Titans Go, so they're just whatever we want to make an episode about, we're going to make an episode about. So one was just how to hatch butterflies, one was here's how to own real estate, another one, which was a personal favorite they just did, it was what happened if we saw into everyone's dreams, and it was fun because everyone's dreams were different styles of animation or live action puppetry, and then they got to Robin's and they just reanimated screen caps from the original Teen Titans. Mm-hmm. We're this is how he would dream.
Mm-hmm. That's incredible. Yeah, I just have a vivid memory of a little cartoon Robin explaining what escrow was, which is the most anybody has made an effort to explain escrow to me, and I still don't fucking understand it.
I have a mortgage and I don't understand it.
It's fucking all so goddamn stupid.
It's bullshit.
Fucking dumb. Money is a mistake. Chicken currency forever.
We should just deal in shirts.
Yeah.
You want this sandwich? That'll be 1.5 shirts.
We shouldn't even have but people can't self-govern until we all put our shopping carts away.
Wow.
It's the proof that people cannot self-govern.
Wow, Michael.
Is that we can't put our fucking shopping carts away.
Michael, telling it how it is, everyone. This is a One Piece podcast, but it's also
if you
a
don't
podcast about
put
escrow.
your shopping cart away,
Mike's here to tell
if you don't put your shopping cart away, I don't want you to listen to us because we don't get along, you and me. We're not friends.
So escrow's the money that when you pay the bank your mortgage, but part of that goes into it.
Honk, 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 honk. Honk.
Episode 281.
Episode 281. Middle-aged piece.
Nice. Hell yeah.
Background MVP, Long Island accent. Arlong Park was really good.
Yes. It was.
No notes.
I wrote, Genzo and Dr. Grandpa are still dope as hell.
Yeah, man, they're so fucking cool.
And then I also wrote...
At least we can agree on that.
I also wrote, Genzo should have been on my list of top 15 One Piece characters. I fucked up.
Listen, there's so many fucking characters. We can't Google any of them to remember.
Yeah. Also, Luffy putting the fucking straw hat on Nami's head still gets me every time. It's so fucking good. Holy shit. It's so
The
fucking
Luffy help me.
good.
Ugh.
This is the greatest hype for any live this is just getting me so hyped for the live action show is what I wrote, and then also just like fucking when the Ba coming, fucking like oh my god, it's so fucking good. And I miss Big Bro Johnny and Yasuko. I miss them so bad too.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace. They're not dead, but rest in peace.
We'll see them again. Big Bro Johnny and Yasuko. In 500 weeks.
500 weeks.
When the sun explodes.
Yeah.
Yeah, we get the middle-aged woman verse for the Straw Hat Theater.
Just Long Island mothers.
I didn't write anything down. I just wrote, I wish this was Robin's canon voice. Like, genuinely.
Yeah.
I think they should go back and re-record everything and give her a Long Island accent.
Yeah.
Fucking
have you guys,
phenomenal.
Have you
I
guys
wrote-
listened to 4Kids dub Robin?
No. I wrote Luffy's
No.
out of soy sauce. Hey, I'm out of soy sauce. I need some other sauce for my soy over here. It's me. And then I also wrote, they're like, separate your recyclable trash.
Hold on, you guys haven't listened to
your
4Kids
burnable
dub
trash.
Robin.
They're like, separate your burnable trash before you put it in the compactor there.
I think this last, 2 minutes of this episode might be the best episode of One Piece.
I think it also is the best episode of One Piece. I was just giggling with joy. It was so good.
Oh, why didn't we get middle-aged, mom villains? Like, if they put Buggy and Crocodile and stuff in there as middle-aged women. Oh.
Middle-aged mom smoker.
Oh, my God. Please. Is there
What the fuck is this, historian?
I can't. You guys have never listened to 4Kids dub Robin and her southern drawl.
It's like a weird,
It's weird because it's very
I'm-
reminiscent. Like it is the same tone.
So what's
But-
the deal with Zolo? Oh, give me a little. I would like a little cup of sweet tea over here, Usopp. Oh, sweet tea, sweet.
So she had a cowboy hat, so they were like, what if she had a southern drawl? I like it. I would like to petition for Brooklyn Sanji and Southern Belle Robin to come back. I don't like this Usopp. This Usopp being dead and gone is fine to me. But God damn it, give us Brooklyn Sanji. Give us just once they finish, pay the actors to do okay, we're going back and we're just gonna emulate the 4Kids voices, but just these two. And then it's perfect. And they also replace all the cigarettes and cigars with lollipops.
That's it. I got nothing to add.
It's what we want.
I got nothing to add,
It's what the
Michael.
people
I got
want.
nothing to add.
It's what the people want.
Smoker, just more smoke coming out of his mouth always. No cigars.
that guy's got so many lollies on his chest. Oh, he's got poo in his mouth. Look at him suck.
I want to suck all
always-
that guy's lollies.
So many. Oh, just put them in my
Put your
mouth, pretty lady.
Pretty lady, put all those lollies in my mouth. Ooh.
Let me suck them.
Is that bad? Should I not have done that? Is that bad?
I had to eat a guy's foot to survive.
I had to suck.
I'm walking here. He's not walking
He's
here.
not walking here. He's sucking on my lollies. Episode 2. Wait. 2. What do you got, Mike, for 282?
My title is I am too emotionally compromised in my real life for Chopper's origin story right now.
Fair.
I had to walk away.
That's fair. Do you want to hear my notes for this recap about Sanji and Chopper?
Yes.
All right. I got Zeph is
Hey, guys.
still... Yes.
I know we don't make real people money off of this podcast. Can I have $300 worth of podcasting money?
What do you want to get now?
How big are the titties on this mouse pad?
Oh, shit. I've seen that Zoro figure before.
Yeah, I've seen that
Yeah.
Zoro figure before.
Someone's selling it on Mercari right now for $300.
Everyone, quick, give the history. You have to put it in the Discord in Gen
send
Chat.
the story in your energy.
You have to
I'm
put it
not-
in Gen
Put it in the
Chat
merch
for everyone
corner.
to see.
I'm not putting that in the merch channel.
Put it in the Smut Piece channel so everyone can see. We want to see Zoro's...
Is there an episode
dick.
where Sanji convinces Zoro to wear like just that Borat style man thong because it's like no, it's more aerodynamic. You'll be able to move faster because you'll be less restricted by clothing.
I could imagine if Sanji could convince Zoro, or anyone could convince Zoro, just to not wear any clothes so it would be more aerodynamic. He just would always have to be stanced up with his swords because he couldn't wear a belt.
I think Nami has probably worked really, really hard to convince Zoro that he needs to wear clothes.
Yeah.
I
mean,
think she's worked very, very.
And she just goes fucking.
What do you think is a greater battle? Trying to convince Zoro to wear clothes, or trying to get Zoro to take a bath more than once a week?
Bath.
Yeah, bad
I think
for
Zoro
sure.
likes to wear clothes. Like Zoro likes his Hawaiian shirts. If he can
yeah.
get a cool little shirt, he will wear
His
it.
fucking yellow fucking Water 7 shirt. So fucking good.
My notes for the Chopper recap are just oof.
Can I?
Fucking hurts.
So
me.
my Sanji recap. I'm sorry. My Sanji recap. I
No.
wrote Zeph is still the fucking goat because Zeph
Zeph is good.
is great. I said I think Don Krieg is just a Gundam. He's a dumb Gundam.
Yeah, well, he's like Iron Man, Gundam.
Yeah, he's just
whatever.
terrible. Just the worst.
Man, fucking Zeph just being like, "Hey Sanji, good luck out there," and Sanji just breaking because it's the one nice thing Zeph had ever
Oh
said
my
to him.
god! I wrote like again. I wrote I miss Big Bro Johnny and Yasuku, but then like I wrote Patty's the fucking best. Fucking everyone on the Baratie is the best. Fucking so much love and crying, just like Sanji bowing to them, and then them crying, and then him crying, and then being like, "We love you so much, even though we treated like you like shit your entire life. We still love you."
What if between seasons of the Netflix show, they're like, "Hey, we can't afford like all the actors, but we want to do like little side stories. So we're going to do like a season of just called Baratie. That's just Sanji working at the Baratie, and it's just the bear." You can have all sorts of different fucking weirdos come in and like, yeah.
Yo, cousin.
I'm not-
Hey, Patty.
behind.
Patty, the money's in the family sauce. Okay? Worst comes to worst, we're gonna make the family pasta. And that's where the money lies. Anyway. Chopper recap. Remember Vivi, Mike? Remember Vivi?
Blue
Mike?
Nami? Blue Desert Nami?
Miss Sunday?
No, not Miss Sunday.
Oh, blue raspberry Nami?
Yes.
Yeah.
Remember?
Sweet summer Nami.
Remember Vivi? That girl Luffy beats up.
Oh, yeah, her? Yeah. Listen, I like Vivi. Did I forget her name genuinely? Yes.
Yes.
Will I remember Portia and Hamburg forever? Probably.
Will you utter the word Chiquitita as your dying
Under
breath?
my breath? Absolutely. Fucking Chiquitita. I didn't put Chiquitita. We have to redo our top 15.
We do. We truly
Fucking
do.
Chiquitita is my fursona.
Just like, Michael, we love you so much.
You just huffing on those kiwi fruits.
We love you so much, Michael. You've lived such a good life. Do you have any last words? And you're like,
I leave my entire Fun Piece fortune to my favorite child, Chiquitita.
do you think there's a child out there named Chiquitita?
If I can undo my vasectomy and sire a child,
You can adopt.
there'll be one.
Hold on. How do we think we spell
I can just
Chiquitita?
adopt a kid. I don't even.
I
CHIQ.
nailed it first try. CHIQI cheetah.
Yeah.
CHIQI? CHEETA?
Chiquitita.
TA.
Hold on, we're gathering
TAH.
historical records for Chiquitita. 0 records in birth records, marriage, divorce, death, census, or immigration
Dude,
records.
imagine if there was no birth records, but there was a divorce record. Somebody changed their name to Chiquitita.
And that's why they got divorced.
And that's how they got divorced.
Oh, I should change my name. That would be.
What would you make your
Chiquitita.
last name if your first name is Chiquitita?
Of the Foxy Pirates would be my full last name.
Chiquitita of the Foxy Pirates.
Oh God. Fucking. What is this? I found Chiquitita fan art.
Oh no.
There are others.
Um,
There's 2 of us.
So basically we do the Chopper recap. Everyone cries a lot. There's pink snow. Very upsetting. A lot of ugly crying at this episode. At this point, I wrote, how many times are we going to see Luffy push everyone off this fucking bridge and then jump towards a waterfall?
Not enough times.
But then we get into the Straw Hat Theater again. Mafia Straw Hats, baby. It's ruthless time.
But I'm looking up stuff about Chiquitita. I can't be bothered.
That's fine. I wrote this is the Mafia Straw Hat Theater episode, and I said it's literally just the Straw Hats they're all doing Silver Fox Foxy impressions.
Do you know who Chiquitita's voice actor voiced?
Who?
Yuri Katsuki from Yuri on Ice.
That's incredible. Also, I didn't even realize Chiquitita said words, but that's very exciting.
I don't remember him saying a fucking
I don't think he said a single fucking word, but that's incredible that he was Yuri from Yuri on Ice. I love that.
Internet, can you help us make Chiquitita a queer icon? Because clearly...
Can we get... Hey,
what a
hey,
fucking
all you motherfuckers in the Discord
boss.
that we love so much. Hey, motherfuckers. You should... can you please draw me some fan art and some smut of Chiquitita and Big Lips Phil just going. Just going. I want some catfish action. Please. Anyway, all the Straw Hats in the Mafia Straw Hat Theater episode are doing Silver Fox Foxy impressions. Usopp gets killed. Then Chopper gets killed. Then Sanji gets killed. Then Zoro gets killed. Then Robin gets killed. And then Nami gets killed. And then Mafia Luffy's like, oh, the tastes bad when you're alone. And then there's a weird like zoom in close up of like one of the like Easter Island stone head things, and he wakes up. It's very confusing.
Yeah, it was just kind of like having. I thought it was funny. Just everybody shooting each other.
Yeah.
Was a pretty good little goof.
Yeah.
In that context,
Historian's looking at the screen like something's happening.
I think Historian and I were both probably looking up pictures of Chicky Cheetah.
All right, fucks, no hard feelings.
That's not the F word there, Matt.
Oh,
What?
No.
It's a draw over from that one Scott Pilgrim panel.
Oh.
That's a bad. No. I don't like that at all.
You can't tell me that isn't Mihawk, though.
It is, but I don't like it. I don't like it. Anyway, episode 283. What a great. We have dedicated ourselves to this fucking filler, and we hope that you motherfuckers listening to the podcast appreciate it as well.
We've talked to people, and they're like, surely you're not watching all of One Piece. There's so much filler that you can skip. And nope. Every last drop.
Yep.
You know, all those people who are on the internet who are like, you gotta see everything to be a true fan. Guess what? We're gonna be the truest One Piece fans. Yeah. We're gonna see every
Do you guys
fucking inch of this
want to
show.
know something really fun, though?
We'll no longer be virgins. We'll be One Piece fucks.
In the entirety of One Piece, which is now well at the 1100 mark, there's only 95 episodes of filler, so just under 10%.
Only.
Do you want to know the stats for Bleach?
No, I don't.
No. Wait, yes. Is Bleach the one with the guy, and he's got red hair, and he's got a big sword, and they all wear the same outfit?
That is exactly Bleach.
I
Good
know
job.
I know nothing about Bleach. I'm going to assume it's about hairstyling swords people.
The main guy, I think, looks like he bleaches his hair. Is that why it's called Bleach?
I think that's why they call it Bleach, right?
Bleach is 366 episodes.
Cool. We're about to surpass that.
164 of those are filler. So about 45% of Bleach is filler.
What's the point of watching the show?
Matt, we've both watched Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah.
That, I guess most of that show probably isn't filler, but a lot of it is like, this could have been an episode. These 5 episodes could have been one episode.
I guess that's fine, but also it's the suspense that really makes the payoff that much better.
Did you ever watch Dragon Ball?
No. I mean, I probably watched a couple episodes
dude,
here and there, but
that show moves at such a fucking clip that then you go to Dragon Ball Z and you're like, okay, they definitely caught up way too fast.
I mean, I know people have their fucking qualms with Super. Super moves pretty fucking fast, too.
Yeah. I think Super's got ups and downs. The Tournament of Power is, like, fucking great, though.
Oh, yeah. Dragon Ball Z, though.
Anyway.
Motherfucking 283.
Bring Raditz back. Hey, you know a show where nobody dies?
Dragon Ball. Episode 2.
Except for his grandpa. Episode 82.
3.
283. Episode 200.
Mike, did you take
83rd.
Notes for this episode of the podcast?
I did. They were minimal. Title is, we're recapping 5 episodes ago. Background MVP is Chopper Puss.
Chopper Puss.
That chop. Oh, if I just say it, it's going to actually be the word.
Yep.
Chapussy.
Oh, no.
Chapussy. That's good. I like it. We got the bussies.
Don't eat chapussy.
We got the bussies music playing at the start of this.
Do you guys remember that time that Dr. Anthony Chopper
Do you remember that time, Doctor?
He was a piece of shit doctor in a hospital, and he walked around with a cane, and he was played by Hugh Laurie. And people kept getting lupus all the time. And I didn't really watch that. Do you remember rewind. Do you guys remember the time Dr. Anthony Chopper got drafted into the Korean War? They named him Tony Hawkeye Chopper. And he just started drinking a lot of gin that he filtered in his own still. And then he became friends with Trapper Zorro and Father Lufkehi and Usopp O'Reilly. And
Usopp O'Reilly. Anyway, do you remember?
MASH is a good show.
Do you remember that time Dr. Anthony Chopper traveled to Australia to pick up his father, who was also a doctor's dead body, to fly it back to Drum Island? His dead father, of course, being Dr. Heroic. But then on the way, the plane crashed, and Dr. Anthony Chopper spent all morning and day of the plane crashing helping everybody get out from the plane wreckage, while he also had shrapnel inside of his chest, and then he helped talk an escaped fugitive through taking the shrapnel out of his chest and doing minor surgery to sew back up the wound.
Is this Lost?
Yep.
Do you remember the time the good doctor Anthony Chopper
He can't even say it.
He got really upset because he didn't have good bedside manners. The chief of medicine was like, "You can't do this. You're not a surgeon anymore." And he went, "I am a surgeon." That wasn't the one I was gonna go for. Do you remember the time Dr. Anthony Chopper was the president of the United States, and on Air Force One it got hijacked by terrorists, so he fought them all?
I do remember that. Do you remember that time Dr. Anthony Chopper had a very shiny nose, and if you ever saw it, you would even say it was blue, and then
it's fucking offensive.
All of the other reindeer used to laugh and call him names, but
they abandoned him.
But they never let poor Chopper join in any reindeer games. Then one shiny. Oh God, I can't remember the song because I'm trying to do it with Dr. Anthony Chopper.
One shiny?
Then one
foggy?
Foggy.
Christmas?
Nope, just regular Eve. Human fruit came to play. And then Dr. Anthony Chopper with one bite then became a man that night.
What the fuck are you?
Then all the reindeer shunned him.
No, just let him keep going.
And they shouted out with glee, "We're gonna fucking kill you, Chopper. You're no longer in the family."
Hey, historian, how deep a pool of water do I need to drown myself?
All those reindeers can go suck a fucking big old bag of dinguses. Because Dr. Anthony Chopper is the best, sweetest, most wonderful boy in the whole world. And we love him. And I will kill every single one of those reindeer for the horrible things they did to our boy. I stand firm on this.
And this is why Matt's favorite character is Zorro.
Exactly.
Robin, recap. Did you guys know that she was an archaeologist and that she had to work with the world government and CP9 to try to protect the Straw Hats during Water 7?
What?
Is that what happened?
And there's a guy and his name is Iceberg.
What? Can I?
And somebody's named Cuddy Flam, and I don't know what that's about.
Can I say
I'm
something?
sure if they explain
Can I
it.
say something actually?
I think that.
Can I say something?
Do you remember the time the doctor?
Can I just say, no, seriously, this is me. As we are going, obviously this is like recapping 5 episodes from Water 7 / the beginning, the end of Enies Lobby. I really appreciate the long-term storytelling that fucking One Piece does. Because I did the math. It took them fucking 160 episodes after Robin joined the crew to like pay off her joining the crew. Because like literally she joined the crew, but you know, she wasn't like fully bought in. She wasn't fully like, you know, I feel like she was part of the crew, but there was always that like mysterious, like what about, you know, you hadn't learned her backstory and stuff. And like the Straw Hats still like, I don't want to say they didn't care for her. Obviously they cared for her, but like,
well, she was distant.
Yeah.
You know, she wasn't like totally.
Yeah. And it was like 160 episodes of like storytelling from when she joined the crew at the end of fucking Alabasta to Enies Lobby to like pay this motherfucker off, and I think it's great, and it's like so goddamn worth it too. It gets there, and you're like, "Fuck!" She's like, "I want to live," and you're like, "Yeah, you fucking do." I think it's great. Hey, historian. Thanks for forcing Michael and I to watch One Piece.
Despite how much we protested and how much you said no, you stupid idiots.
Yeah.
You're going to watch the show I like. I don't care about your feelings. I don't care that you have other things to do.
Mm-hmm.
You have to watch One Piece.
Yeah. And, I mean, look at where we were this weekend. There was a large group of 8 adults in full costume.
We made it.
Because of me.
Are we not virgins anymore?
No, we're virgins until we're caught up.
Okay. All right. You guys remember that time we talked about Frankie's cloaca
Yes.
and his Mentos dick?
Yeah.
Oh, did I send you that? I saw like a reel or TikTok or something, and it was like what everyone hears when Frankie's jerking off, and it's just the sound of clanking metal. And then at the end, it's just the person just goes super.
Do you think Frankie's butthole is just like a balloon?
No, it's his back. His back is flesh.
His back hole.
Yeah, he's got a natural butthole.
Oh, right. Well, for now.
Oh, until he upgrades.
For now.
Dude, I would love. Could you imagine like built-in bidet and wiping system?
How would a built-in bidet work? How would you do a built-in bidet?
I would have like the front part would be a cloaca nozzle that would come out, reach around, and then squirt up.
Okay. It's not like how like a toilet works where you like flush and then like water comes in from the side and like flushes it down. Like
no, I'd want like a soft cushiony butt.
Okay.
Like cheeks. I'd still want cheeks. I'd upgrade.
Yeah.
I'd get like a Kim Kardashian
Well,
ass.
I'm not saying you can't have a good juicy booty. I'm just saying like the like cleaning aspect of it. It's just like maybe there's just it's like a water like through the middle part comes all the bad stuff, but then you press the lever or you press your like nipple or something, and then all the water comes in. Is this bad podcast content?
No. Keep going.
And then like
This
it
is what we're
comes,
doing
all
now.
the water comes like whoosh around the sides, and it cleans the edges and towards the middle. You know.
I think you'd get more flexibility with like a little extracted, like elongated penile system that shoots up.
Like here's
I would
here's
also
the,
build
this
in.
is the butthole, and then like
Yeah.
Oh no, why is he drawing it now?
but then like the water comes
Nice.
like rushing in from the sides here and like pushes all the excrement.
I just
out.
like you're gonna have to like build in things into the cheeks.
Well, yeah, but it's I guess yeah, but you're gonna build stuff anyway.
I'd maybe do like UV lights to like really just so you have a glowing butthole, but it's like killing all that bacteria.
One time at the airport, that at the airport that Historian and I have gone to, they have like the best toilet seats ever.
They
there's
do
like,
have
there's
really
this, like,
good toilet stalls.
you like press a button and it's like this weird like sleeve that goes around the rim of the toilet seat, so that like you're not sitting on what if it was like a reciprocating like sleeve that like basically like that booty hole was done, so then it like slides out and then it just like cuts the end
That's a
off,
lot of
and then you got like a new booty hole.
There's like a layer of skin that comes off all the cheeks and wraps around the toilet.
Well, no, it just like it like the end of the poopy time, like the butthole, the rest of the butthole comes down too, and then your skin just like cuts off, and now you got a new butthole.
Is it like a tube, like a sausage coming out, and it snips off?
Yeah, and then there's a new butthole. Is this bad podcast content?
Stop asking. It's good. People have listened to worse that we've said.
I don't know. This feels like the worst thing we've talked about.
No, it's definitely not. Definitely
Hey, everyone,
not.
if this is the worst thing you've heard us talk about, please let us know in the Discord.
Matt, you're Frankie. You have just one hand.
Yes.
What are you installing in each finger, Inspector Gadget style?
Each finger? Are we counting a thumb as a finger?
Yes.
Okay. Goodness.
A thumb is a fucking... What?
I don't know. It's a thumb. It's not finger. It's a thumb.
Yes, it's a... Sorry, one of your 5 phalanges.
Okay. All right. Okay. So, each on one hand or both hands? Just one hand.
Just one. Yeah.
So, like, my right hand is, like, the one that I use things for, so it probably...
I'm just saying pick 5 things that'll come out of your fingers.
Okay, I don't need to specify which hand. Cool.
Yeah, just like which finger gets what.
All right. So
we'll say your left hand, so it's not impacting your whatever you do with your right hand.
I'm not going to say which hand because I feel like never mind.
I use my left. For throwing. It's true. I do. I throw with my left.
I'm gonna euthanize myself.
I'm not gonna say
right down with my right.
I'm not saying anything about left-handed or right-handed. I'm
ambidextrous.
I think the pointer finger should. I think the pointer finger should just be like a good, like air nozzle, like a psh psh.
Oh, like a
compressed air?
Like a compressed air
compressed
thing.
air.
I think that would be cool with the pointer finger.
That's good. I like that.
I think that the middle finger could be like water, like a water jet thing. That would be fun because you can like psh at someone, but then also like do a fun little fountain effect when you're flipping someone off.
Okay.
I think that ring finger could be ring finger could be peanut butter. Pinky finger could be fluff. And then thumb's really important. I sucked my thumb till I was like 13 years old. So
You didn't have to volunteer that information. You know that,
I'll
right?
volunteer.
You don't want to tell people which hand you masturbate.
Yes, that is for me to know.
Which hand are you dominant with, Matt?
I'm dominant with my right hand.
There you go. There you go, everybody.
Nope. Anyway, fuck off, Michael.
Mike, what are you putting?
Maybe
in
people
those?
don't use their dominant hands for things, Mike.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Do you guys know you can figure out your dominant hand if you hold a triangle out with your, you make a triangle with your fingers and then you close your eye. Like you find a target, right? Like, so say like just a picture in front of you, you put it in the middle of the triangle, and you close your eyes to see which one has that in the middle. Does that make sense?
Of course, yeah, totally.
It's a way, like, if you're doing archery, how to figure out which hand is your dominant hand. It's like my dominant hand is my right hand. But I toss balls with my left hand. And that's not a euphemism.
I hadn't decided what I do with my thumb yet. Let me finish, Michael. I think, it'd be cool.
What?
Instead, you know how ice is like in cubes? Wouldn't it be cool if it, wouldn't it be cool if it came out in like ice noodles? Like a ice.
They just shatter.
Like ice sketty? Yeah, but like that, like if it came out first as like a little ice tube noodle thing, and then you could shatter it. That's fine. Then it's like crushed ice. But like, wouldn't ice noodles? Are there ice noodles out there? I think ice noodles would be fun. This is a filler episode of One Piece, everyone.
Mine would be whipped cream, whipped cream, whipped cream, whipped cream, whipped cream, and I'd stick all my fingers in my mouth and then.
Gross. What? Never mind. Anyway, Luffy.
What? No. Ask the question.
The things happened. Our last Straw Hat Theater is Monster Time.
We didn't even get
to that. All the Straw Hats are monsters. Robin's Medusa. Luffy's a millennial dragon.
Did you catch what their names were? I only got Redusa, Chopakin.
I didn't.
And
I did not write down their names.
I assumed some. So I got Redusa is Robin.
Nice.
As a Medusa. We got Millennial Dragon Luffy. I just wrote Dragon Luffy, but it could be Lugan or Droofy.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with Droofy.
Droofy. There's Usopp as a centaur.
Yep, I wrote Usopptar.
Nice.
Usatar? Usatar is better. Usatar is better. We
Chopakin. Chopper's a giant octopus.
Yep, Chopakin.
Nami's a mermaid.
Yeah, I wrote Murami.
Sanji's a water imp.
Kappa.
Yep.
He's like, because I wrote Kapanji.
Are Kappas the one that steal your dreams out of your butthole?
Yeah, and I think a way to get rid of them is to pee on them.
Would you?
They will stick their finger up your butthole, though. That is a thing.
Would you make any of your fingers a pee finger, Mike? Going back to that conversation, because then you could pee easily. Like you could pee while you're driving if you got a pee finger. You can just poke your hand out the window and just.
I have a penis. It's already really easy for me to pee.
How about peeing while?
That's basically the 11th finger.
Anyway, Zoro's a minotaur. It was great. Everything was great and wonderful. And that's the end of the episodes we watched.
I'm so sorry. I'm struggling this week, you guys.
Thank you, everybody. We had a great time watching these filler episodes. And boy, are we excited to get back.
Why would you want to pee out of your finger?
Imagine you're on a long road trip. You have plenty of gas. You got plenty of snacks. You don't want to stop.
No, Mike, it's not because he tried to pee in a cup once. It's because he tried and failed more than once to pee in a bottle while driving.
You have to pee, but you don't want to stop driving because it's going to take too much time. So, hey, you could pee out of a finger. Great. I'm going to roll down the window, put my hand out the window, and just pee out the window. And then shake it off.
Over literally anywhere. Among all the myriad of privileges we have as white men is we can just pull over somewhere and piss.
But imagine if you didn't have to, Mike. Imagine if you didn't have to because one of your fingers was a pee finger.
If I had to choose, I would have a shit finger because then I'd never get mugged. Somebody would try to mug me and I'd start shitting out of my hand and that person would leave.
I always thought...
Or they'd shoot
I've
me.
always thought that would be like the bet if you're getting mugged. You're like, that's like the best way to like deter them, where like they try to like kidnap you or something, and then immediately you're like, "Oh, I'm pooping myself! Oh, I'm pooping! Stop! I'm pooping! Stop!"
And
then you
I've heard it's a tactic that you make eye contact, you laugh, and you piss yourself because nobody wants to deal with a crazy person. Like, no amount of money is worth dealing with that.
But like, imagine you're like holding somebody up, and then all of a sudden their face just gets like really red, and they're like,
Yeah, you leave. You just.
There's been a lot of poop talk on this episode of the. If this is your first episode of Fun Piece, I'm so sorry, but it's probably more of this.
We handed out so many business cards, and this might be the first episode.
This might be the first episode that someone listens to, and
no, it's fine. It's what the rest of it is.
Yeah. We do have a transponder snail. Or is there a game? Should we do the game first?
There's a game.
Historian's got a game. Or Mike, do you have more to say? Your eyes are closed.
Mike might actively be shitting right now.
Are you pooping right now, Mike? Are you peeing yourself? He's smiling. He might be peeing himself.
Hey, the benefits of living alone.
Just, I can pee myself. Where you're not.
You guys want to see my poop bucket?
Yeah. Too bad you're using it right now.
Oh, look at this. This is a game. Hey,
everyone.
It's Monkey D. Smoker. Crocodile.
Hey, everyone. If you're joining us for the very first time, we do a thing called The Game. It's you can participate along if you want to in the Discord, where Historian shows us a screenshot for an episode of One Piece, and Mike and I have to decide what the number is based on the screenshot, even though we have no context whatsoever because we haven't watched a lot.
And this one is a picture of Crocodile from the Alabasta arc sucking a marine dry.
Yeah, so this must be
and his
in the past.
Fingers are weird.
This must be in the past. We must have watched this episode already.
Unless Smoker comes back. But this looks old, but I don't remember this.
I mean, he sucks a bunch of dudes dry.
Yeah. Does he? I don't think he fights Marines, though. In all of Alabasta, I don't think he fights any Marines.
Doesn't he fight some Marine dudes out when he gets out of, what's it called? The like banana crocodile, the banana gator lair. I don't know though. Look at this though. If you look in the top right hand, there's definitely some like rigging from a ship. So this means Crocodile is doing a marine up on a ship, which I don't believe that happened in Alabasta. Crocodile wasn't on a ship at all in Alabasta.
At episode 623.
Oh,
623,
nice.
Okay.
623.
I'm going to say episode 569.
Whoa.
Nice. You're both over.
Wow. What?
Matt's over by the lesser amount. This is from episode 450.
450?
450.
Crocodile's still alive, that piece of shit.
I mean, did you think he was dead?
No, because he's a mother.
Yeah.
He's a mother. And he
One Piece kills moms.
One Piece has killed one moms. Not this mother.
Mary's alive.
What? No, he's not. Anyway, Transponder Snail live action edition.
Should we talk about the live action show? It's it's fine. You guys should watch Cowboy Bebop instead.
Shut the fuck up, Mike. You shut the fuck up. I'm gonna I'm gonna read this Transponder Snail. Is that okay?
You can read?
Yeah. It's from none other than Galaxy. It says Transponder Snail live action edition. Hi, Matt and Mike and Historian Heart. I have 2 questions this week. A regular anime transponder snail and a horrifying animatronic live action snail, if you will. Nice. Snail the first. Matt, you said you were bawling your eyes out for the Robin backstory / I Want to Live episodes. What was it that got you? Everything is a valid response. Blue heart. I'm going to answer this. And then it also says, asking out of pure curiosity because I love that there are beats in One Piece that kill almost everyone, and then there's many that depend more on the person. The moments I have cried the hardest have been Arlong Park, in a moment that you're fairly close to. Dun dun dun. Oh boy.
So, do you want to answer that?
Sure. I was bawling my eyes out. I don't know. I tend to tear up and cry a lot at a lot of things. Like I could like hear a song sometimes and my eyes will start watering because I'm feeling the emotions. It just happens. I think just the combination I don't know. It just it's so sad. It's so sad. I don't know. I'm very
Matt's having a hard time to explain what is going on in his brain, but I can explain what exactly is going on in his brain. Matt is the level 7 susceptible person. Matt is the ultimate mark for whatever story is going on. Whatever feelings that author, director intended for the audience to have them be, angered by what's happening, saddened, moved, whatever. Matt will be feeling whatever was intended.
This is true. I like stories, and I feel like I think I'm a pretty empathetic person. So when feelings are supposed to be happening, I'm usually feeling them. And I think just the combination of, it's fucking brutal. Lil Robin is fucking, she is abandoned by her mother, but then finally gets her mother back, but then her mother fucking dies. Everyone she's ever known in her life up until that point that has showed her kindness is dead. Everyone who has not shown her kindness is fucking dead. The newest person who showed her kindness and showed her like how to bring joy in moments of sadness literally dies in front of her face. And then the one allegedly and the dude who like fucking killed that dude is like, I'm going to show you kindness, even though I have done horrible, fucked up things to you. I'm going to show you mercy but if you fuck up, if you continue the things that you were doing that aren't, from her perspective, aren't wrong, like he's going to do exactly what she just witnessed all over the place. Like her entire world is decimated before her very eyes, and yet she persists, and yet she continues to like do the things she thinks is important, and it's fucking so heart-wrenching. And then just to see this character move beyond all of that and be like, I actually do care about these people who have brought me into their lives and shown kindness to me, and I don't want to bear them turning against me like everyone else has in my life since my world was shattered. So I would rather die from that. And then those people to say, well, fuck that shit. We're not going to do that. We're going to sacrifice everything and turn ourselves on the world government and fucking join you. It's just, I'm starting to get a little welled up right now. It's just fucking, it's so well done compared to goddamn shit like fucking Clawhador. It's so well done. And it fucking,
So everything?
Yeah, I guess everything. The storytelling, the music, and I just feel feelings when I'm supposed to feel feelings, I guess. Sorry, that was long and convoluted.
No, it was passionate. It was heartfelt. It was good. All right. You want to continue the email, or should I take over?
Sure, you can take over.
Okay. You sure?
No, I got it. And Snail the Second for everyone, but it can wait if Mike hasn't finished the season yet, which he hasn't.
I haven't, but whatever. I know what happens. Arlong kills everyone.
It says top 5 favorite changes / modifications that the live action did, and top 5 things you missed the most. Go, 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 go. In parentheses, I demand a lot for someone who cannot confidently make even a top 5 favorite characters rankings, to be honest.
I have my top 1.
It says, that's it for today. I hope you're all doing better. Many hugs. Galaxy Bon Bon Mercedes Truther.
We've gotten so far away from. I don't even know his actual name. Truffle Dog.
Troublemaker Long John.
Yeah. Fuck it. I can't even tell when it's like a joke or they're talking about a new One Piece character.
Yeah.
My number one change is Taz Skylar.
The casting of him or the Britishness?
That man's smile.
Yeah.
When he comes on, he just does a little. Good job. Well done.
Historian cackled when we had the initial reaction between Sanji and Zeph in the kitchen, and Sanji says something about he's like, I'm not cooking this goddamn shit, or something like that, and Historian cackled. Just the delivery that he made, it was great.
It's a very Eddie's $1 million cook-off moment. Is what I would call it.
Hell yeah. Sick reference. I appreciate the reference. Mike's never seen that movie.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm just along for the ride.
Eddie Dogs, baby. Eddie Dogs.
What's a change you really like? We'll just talk about some general ones.
I do like how
some Netflix spoilers we'll talk about for the next couple minutes.
Yeah, I think we do want to do more in depth in the live action at some point but we'll talk. We'll
do individual episodes. It might be kind of after the hype.
Yeah, but it'll be there.
But we'll get there.
I really appreciate that. I know some people didn't like it. I like how they had Luffy, Zoro, and Nami kind of come together, the three of them, initially in the first episode, during Romance Dawn. I know initially it was Luffy, Zoro, and then Nami kind of joins in later, after the buggy stuff. But I liked how they had the trio kind of come together so quickly.
Yeah.
I thought that was cool.
It was weird. I think they, in general, did a good job of keeping the spirit there while having to change the sequence of events and how things were placed, and even some characterization, right? I think Inyaki's Luffy is so much more directly empathetic and kind than
anime Luffy.
Anime Luffy is very blunt and a little bit crass with things, but still loves everybody.
Yeah.
But it's the anime over intensity, overacting kind of thing.
Well, that's one of the things they changed in this that I don't know if I was a huge fan of, because in the manga and the anime, at the moment of Luffy giving Nami the straw hat and going off to just rip Arlong's spine out, Luffy does not know Nami's plight. He does not know what she has been doing for Kokoyashi Village. He does not know, he knows that Arlong is there and Arlong's not supposed to be there, but he at no point questions Nami. In the live action, you have him questioning Nami. He says, do you need help? He gets the information from Nojiko. He understands what's happening, which it was good. It made, that Luffy able to be more empathetic, but I do appreciate the manga and anime version where it is just no questions asked. As soon as she asks for help, not knowing why or the means, he's just yeah, okay, this is what we're doing, guys, stance up.
Do you think it's there is a certain level of storytelling that I think people who watch anime are just more able to digest in a way that general audiences wouldn't, that they need to change?
I think a little bit. I think that's what in a lot of the changes, and when I would talk to Matt about it, I was I understand why they made the changes, because it made it more, not to be anime watchers are superior, but it's the people who've watched this have put thousands of hours into watching it, hundreds of hours. But this was made more palatable and more streamlined. So it made sense in the way it was intended to be delivered and viewed. But I think it loses some of its, impact.
Well, they lose a lot of time to tell the story, too.
Yes.
Kobe's stuff, his arc gets cut pretty short for, the length. We get a lot of Kobe time, but, his, moment of becoming brave is just kind of very, sudden in there. I think Moose. I do think they did some better. Like, it felt like there was some stuff that was like, oh, if I could go back, I would have done it this way. Like, all of, like, Syrup Village. It was a bummer that we didn't get to see more. We get to see some of the village, but we didn't get to, like, interact with, like, the characters of the village as much. It was very condensed just into Kaya's house. But I really liked that it was a horror movie at that point. Like, it was, like, Clawhador is, like, scary man, like, creeper. And it compared to the anime, which I still love, fuck Clawhador, but like, and I miss Django, but having them spend like a shit ton of time comically trying to get up a hill that's covered in oil, compared to like the situation they have.
I did see someone make that comparison, being like, what was the well about? I don't understand. And it's like, a well is cheaper than an oil slicked hill that you have to make this poor actor try to run up.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
there were changes that it's like, yes, this is you're doing your best to adapt this to things real people will have to physically do.
Mm-hmm.
But it's definitely the case. I think it would be more disappointing if it was just a one-to-one recreation, and it's cool to see it. It's an adaptation. It's got to be different. It should be like its own take.
Yeah, absolutely.
Taking these archetypes and these characters and kind of putting them into a different thing. Do you guys think they're going to take the set for the Baratier and just like use that for something? Like turn that into a real restaurant?
I hope it's...
That'd be fucking amazing.
Yeah, I hope it's a like seasonal restaurant that you can go to somewhere in California or something.
I mean, probably. Or they'll just take it apart and turn it into something else.
Well, I'm trying to think. Would Netflix sell the rights to like Universal? Just have a Baratier?
Maybe. I don't know if they can sell the rights to it. I think it would have to be... I mean...
Yeah. Have to be Oda or whatever, the One Piece company.
Yeah, the Tomorrow Studios or whatever it is, I think it's called. Yeah. I don't know.
So that's not 5.
I like that they... Yeah, that's not 5. I don't know. I like that they... I know Historian had like weird thought, or not weird thoughts, but thoughts about like Garp being present. But I do...
Yeah.
I didn't mind it because I think Historian's going to disagree with me. Because literally it's like every fucking 5 episodes, it's like there's a new fucking Marine captain. You have to learn their fucking name and then they're gone.
I understand why it was done. It was a consistent Marine presence to be chasing Luffy through this kind of start to finish.
Smoker?
Well, I can't say anything.
Oh, I haven't finished.
You haven't finished the fucking season, Michael.
But I understand why they did it. It was important to have a consistent Marine presence instead of like, Clawhador is evil here, this person is evil here, Arlong is the big bad for the season, obviously. But like to kind of put the annoyance of the Marines continuously in the background. Which I think they kind of hyped up the Marines more than One Piece does at the start of the series, because like up until this point in the Marines,
they're not chased by the Marines until Arlong, right?
Yeah. At this
Izumi.
point, the Marines are kind of nameless annoyances until you get to someone of higher ranking, until you get to a Garp, until you get to an Aokiji, until you get to a Smoker. They are kind of just nameless, being like, oh, right, there's law enforcement in this world trying to do a job. Okay, bye, guys. They are just bodies to be taken out of the way kind of thing.
Yeah.
Which the live action also kind of hit home on it's like, whatever you are, be a good one thing. Which I think was cute and fine, and it's, Netflix after school TV special. But Luffy's a pirate. They're still stealing things.
Luffy's like the goodest good boy pirate, though.
He is the goodest good boy pirate.
Like after they leave, was it Orange Town or Orange Village or whatever? Like he leaves like half the treasure behind for the villagers that because Buggy devastated their whole town. Like he's got that like good boy tendency where he's not a pirate for the treasure. He's a pirate to like help people and go on cool adventures, right?
Well, also the One Piece.
He's a pirate also for the One Piece and, like, for the adventure of it all.
Yeah. Because he, like... I'm curious if it'll get there. Right, Luffy's based on Goku. Like, I think either you said that or like we've heard it at some point. Like Oda's just like Luffy is a Goku.
Luffy is a Goku. Yeah, he drew a lot of influence from Dragon Ball, and it's just that like he is, whimsy incarnate.
Didn't he just,
I guess we'll call it.
Didn't he just go fucking Ultra Instinct or whether with Gear 5? Isn't that the whole thing?
We'll find out in a couple years.
In a couple years, I guess.
But I feel like, especially from where Goku is now, like Goku is not a hero. Goku's not a hero. He is he's like, I will throw hands and stop people from blowing up where I live. He'll still like save people and stuff, but like he consistently puts the world at risk just because he wants to fight somebody. And I'm curious if Luffy ever develops into that, or if he's pretty consistently like, I'm going to go here, overthrow a government because somebody's sad, and then continue on.
I mean, hasn't he done that where he's like, I want to fight this guy because I want to fight him? Like, wasn't that the whole thing with Aokiji where he's like, oh, yeah, I'm going to fight this guy? And then he fought him and he was
a little bit, but I feel like that was also because Robin was freaked out.
Yeah, that's fair.
There's usually like an incentive. Anyway,
he fought Silver Fox Foxy.
Well, that's because that was a good time, and Luffy doesn't say no to a good time.
Yeah,
I know, and you saw the regret in his face because he's like, this guy almost took me out.
Oh,
I fucking swear to God, Foxy has gotten closer to taking that rubber boy out than anybody else has.
Yeah, I guess.
Seriously, like that kid's been impaled and everything and was totally fine, but Foxy had him on the fucking ropes.
Yeah. Well, hey, we made it finally to Foxy Talk, which
Hey everybody, subscribe when we get a Patreon. Where the first goal for subscribers or whatever, the first thing will be my podcast, Foxy Talk. Just 3 hours every episode, 3 episodes a week.
Yep.
Foxy
Talk. That's it.
Oh, I bought an issue of the manga.
Which one?
It's volume 33.
What happens in volume 33, Michael?
The Davy back fights. When I get a coffee table from you guys, I'm gonna have that on the coffee table and nothing else.
Oh, yeah. Hell yeah. All right. Hey, everybody. Thank you so much for listening to the Fun Piece Podcast.
Do you guys want to know what episodes you're listening to?
We need that. We also have another transponder.
We do?
Yeah, from 6 days ago.
What the fuck?
From Lloyd Sheffield. It says, hey guys, please don't tease me. I just blew my life savings gambling on fantasy football because my buddy Tim told me to. I think you guys should do a dodgeball draft of One Piece characters. You each get a crew that you name and maybe even design a cute little flag for. Can I borrow some money?
Yes.
My team is the Foxy Pirates. All of them.
Yep, that's it.
Yeah, they did great when they played dodgeball that one time.
How many members are usually on a dodgeball team? Is that like 7?
In the Davy back fight, they could have up to all of them.
All right, cool. So my dodgeball team, I would have Zoro, Robin, Hawkeye Mihawk, Sanji, Dr. Kureha, Igaram, Bellamere, Buggy, Kokoro, Laboon, Big Lips Phil, Smoker, Frankie, Pierre, T-Bone, and Genzo. That would, and then Chopper would be our mascot, and we would be called "Don't Mess with Fucktown."
I would repaint over Matt's flag to make it look like Mary's flag when he's not looking.
Spoilers, my flag looks like Mary's flag, but then you press a button and then it just bleeds red.
You're a fucking dick. Hey, everybody. Follow us on Instagram?
Follow us on Instagram. Fucking
Fun Piece Podcast.
join the fucking Discord.
Email us, funpiecepodcast@gmail.com.
Also, if you're listening, please follow us on your follow us, subscribe to us, whatever it is on your podcast platform of choice, because it helps show those particular platforms that you're listening and you like us, and then other people will find us too, like all of you beautiful motherfuckers.
And maybe if we get enough listeners, we'll stop talking about Frankie's genitals.
And maybe we'll never, if we get enough listeners, we might never talk about poop piece again. We'll never have a poop piece again. It will never be a poop piece episode.
Which form do you think Chopper poops in? Do you think he turns into just a regular deer, so he's got little deer
I think
poops?
jump point, so when he jumps in the air, it just comes shooting out the bottom.
Hey guys, on this special 9/11 recording episode of Fun Piece, what do you think the one piece is?
Sorry, that's terrible. No, it's toilet paper. It's toilet paper.
You made the joke.
I did, and I feel so bad. Do you think people will stop listening to us?
Do you want me
I
to
mean,
bleep that?
they should
Can
have
you
stopped
bleep
listening
that?
a long time
Can you
ago.
please bleep that?
Okay.
Do you guys want to know what episodes you're fucking watching for next
Oh yeah,
week?
we should do that.
Yeah.
You guys are watching 284 to 288. You're watching 5.
284 to 288. Should I stop doing Buggy Watch? This is never gonna see him ever again. Love you all.
God.
Thanks for listening.
Never forget.
Never forget Buggy the Clown. Honk. Honk.
Honk.
Honk.
Honk.
I just think it's really
honk,
funny how
honk,
we
honk.
haven't heard
Honk.
Buggy's stance about 9/11.
Honk. Honk.
We
Honk.
have
Honk.
We haven't heard Buggy's stance about 9/11.
Honk.
Can't hear you over, Matt. I'm
Honk,
done.
honk,
I'm stopping
honk,
recording.
honk, 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 honk. Taps.